Did you know it's free to make Skype to Skype video calls? Here's how. Simply choose a contact, then select Video Call to start the call. While you're on the call, just select the camera button to turn it on or off. You can do even more by selecting the plus menu. Here you can add more people to the conversation, share your screen, or even send files. It's easy.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class. We are live. This is David A. Cox, and we're going to be going over Skype today. Now, I'm going to be showing you how to do this on a Mac, but it is virtually the exact same on a PC. The only difference is really where the file downloads. So for those of you who are not familiar with Skype, it's pretty much the standard these days for video chat. And the way it works is you have to create an account, and if you are video chatting with someone else using a Skype account, it's completely free. One of the things I want to clear up right off the bat is where do you pay for Skype and where is it free? The only part you actually pay for with Skype is if you actually use it as a phone, which you technically can do. Little piece of advice, you do have another device that does this. It is called a phone, and I recommend that you use it instead. The one trick, though, where Skype can definitely help you is, let's say you're visiting overseas and you just need to make a quick phone call, that kind of thing. If you use your cell phone, it's going to be really expensive. It's a lot cheaper to just go to just some sort of an internet cafe, log into Skype, and if you can put, $10 into your account, actually, I think the minimum these days is $20. It's just really easy to use Skype as a phone. So let's start right now, and I'm going to show you kind of how to use it and how to get it. So let's start here. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to their website, which is obviously skype.com. And from here, you're going to click on where it says Downloads. Okay? Now, in this case, it's detected that I'm on a Mac. So if you were to do this on a Windows machine, it's going to look the exact same. It's just going to say Skype for Windows. And all you have to do is click right here where it says Get Skype for Mac. And as you can see here, they have it for pretty much everything these days, whether you're on a computer of any kind, an iPhone, an Android phone, a tablet, no matter what kind. You can even use it on certain gaming consoles and televisions, some of the smart TVs that are coming out now. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click where it says Get Skype for Mac. Okay, I'm just going to click on that. Now, my computer has just started to download it, so let me walk you through where this file is located. Okay, first we're going to go over Mac users. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to go into Finder, which is this little happy Mac icon at the very bottom left of my screen. From there, if you look here on the left-hand side, it says Downloads. Okay, now if it does not say Downloads, you may instead have an icon that looks like a house. And inside that, when you clicked on it, you can see here I have Downloads, okay? And from there, you're going to find it right in there. It's going to be somewhere in here. In my case, it's just finishing downloading right now. So let's just give it a minute. I can actually delete everything else that's in here. Okay. Just give it another 5 seconds or so to download. Now, PC users, in the meantime, you're going to have to go into, most PCs download this file to the Downloads folder, which you'd go, it's a very similar route. You're going to go into My Documents, and in there you should have a folder called Downloads. It'll be right there. So from here, PC users, you would just simply double click and it's going to walk you through a setup just to install it. It's very, very simple. Mac users, this file you're going to double click on. This is a good point to go over something else here. Anytime you see this kind of a window here, see how it has the icon and it has an arrow and then it shows the applications folder? What it wants you to do is drag this icon right over here, and that's how you install it. Okay? Now, from here, when you go to launch Skype, okay, if you don't have a username, you're going to have to create one. So to do that, click right here at the very bottom left where it says Create an Account. Okay, and from here, it's just going to ask you some very basic information. Now, you can choose to give it certain bits of info, here's what I recommend giving it. Okay, you can put in your first name. Okay, so I'm actually going to put PC classes, last name online, David at pcclassesonline.com. You have to put it in twice. I'm creating a new account because I'm actually going to Skype my real account right now. Now, here we have profile information. Now, you can choose to give out what information you want, but I'm going to make a recommendation. Only give out your country, state, and city. That's really all people should need to be able to find you. Okay? So let's see here. United States. Okay, right now I am in Key West. Language, English. Okay? You can actually, yeah, that should do it. Okay. You don't have to, I wouldn't put in your birth date because when someone has that kind of information, you never know. You just want to be careful with this stuff. Now at this point here, it's going to ask you, how do you want to use Skype? Just say personal conversations. And now it's going to have you create a Skype name. So this is your username. Okay, so I'm just going to create one called PC Classes Online. Okay, don't bother trying to Skype this account because we're only using it for this purpose. And I'll just put in a dummy password. Okay. Then it's going to have you put in, this is called a CAPTCHA code. I hate these, where it just wants to make sure you're not a computer. So let's see if I can read that. I don't even know if I got that right. Let's hope. Okay, great. I'm in. So now it's going to ask you, do you want to add $10? Okay, I guess you can add $10. I thought the limit was, I thought the minimum was $20 to your Skype account. You really only need to do this if you're going to be traveling internationally. Otherwise, just say, no thanks, I just want to get started. Okay? So at this point, you can open up Skype and you can log in using the username and password that you just created. So I'll put in PC Classes Online, not.com. Okay, and hit sign in. Now, one little trick, make sure you have this little box here checked, unless you're on, of course, a public computer. What it's going to do is it's going to save your username and password so that you don't have to put it in every time. And just hit sign in. Deny. Okay, so we're now logged in, and now I'm going to show you how to go find your friends and how to add them to Skype. Okay, so it's just kind of taking you through this little basic tour. I'm just going to leave it right now. Okay, and so to find your friends, you can do different methods. You can search your address book, but usually when people sign up for Skype, they have very specific people they want to talk to. So I don't mind putting my actual Skype account out there because I don't use it that often, frankly. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to the search bar, okay, at the very top right, and just type in the person's name. In my case, my name is under David A. Cox. Okay, now I didn't find anything here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit search Skype for people you know. Okay, that was searching my address book. Okay, great. So now it's gone through and it's found all the David A. Coxes in the world. And at this point, this is where knowing the location is going to really help. If you have contact with this person on just the regular phone, you may want to ask them what is their Skype name. Their username is the top thing that you see here. Okay, and mine is very easy to remember, and here it is, not Steve Jobs. And when you find them, you see this little icon here of a green like person with a plus sign? That's add a friend. So in order to have a conversation with someone on Skype, you have to send that person a friend request, and they have to approve it. So by default, it has it say, please add me as a contact. If you want, you can make it a little bit more personal than that and just hit send. So I have in front of me my laptop right now, so I'm just going to wait for that request to come in, which should take only about a minute or so. And now here on the left-hand side, we have Skype Home and Contacts. Okay, now I'm just going to put it on Contacts. Now you may have noticed earlier, I got a little pop-up asking if I would give it permission to use my information. Now I said no because I don't want to use Skype to really use it as a phone. Otherwise, it's going to go into my address book and it's going to bring up all of my contacts from my address book. So I don't really want to do that. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the request to come in at this point. I'm just going to sign off and sign on real quick on my laptop. And hopefully this will come in soon, since we are live right now. While I'm waiting for that to pop up, let's see here. Let me just try adding it on the other end. PC classes online. Okay, here we go. Add friend request. There we go. I got it. Okay, so you can see that I just popped up here. Now you'll notice, you see how there's like a little green, I'm going to take my cursor off of it. If you look at the, you see the icon of me. You see there's like a little green check at the very top right corner of my little photo there. That means that I am online. Okay, so when you see one of your friends appear like that, you know that they are online. And then there's a few different things you can do. If I put my cursor over the icon, okay, I can just plain old hit video call, and it's going to send a video request to the other user. Okay, and they have to approve it. The other thing you can do is you see this little arrow here. You can click that, and instead you have a few other options. You can call them. Now, calling is not the same as calling them on the phone. It does not cost. By doing it through this method, it's basically a audio call through the internet. Okay, you're calling their computer. You're not calling a regular phone number. I can also do an instant message if I just want to give them a little text chat. Usually what I'll do is kind of a common courtesy is if I'm going to chat with one of my friends, I'll send them an instant message first and say, are you available to chat? That way I'm not just kind of barging in and disturbing them. Okay? So I can, let's just do video call right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute all of my speakers so that I don't get horrible feedback. Okay? And you can see a little bit of what it looks like on this end. Oh, and there I am. Hello, everyone. So now if I hit accept, okay, that's me running to hit the mute button. Okay, hi everyone. So now you can see me. So as you can see here at the very bottom of my screen, I have a few different icons here. The red phone is obviously hang up. The one here with the little plus sign is to send them a file. So let's say I have a photo from a trip that I've just taken. I can click on this icon and send them a photo. I can send them a audio file, whatever I want. This next icon here, which I currently have enabled, is mute. Okay, I'm only doing that so that we don't get a really bad distortion right now. And finally, over here we have this little icon is supposed to be a video camera, and that will stop the video, which I will do right now. Okay, let's just hang up right now. Okay, let me also show you what it looks like when you're receiving a request on the opposite end. Okay, so I'm going to start the call. I'm going to just do an audio call from the other computer. Okay, so this icon, this is what it looks like when you receive a call. Green obviously will accept it, and red hangs up. Pretty simple, right? And that is the main basis of how you use Skype. It's just going through and making sure that your friends are in your buddy list. That's what you're basically creating by just searching for them up here. Okay, and you can have a lot of fun with it. Like I said, if you're calling another computer, it's completely free. The only part that they actually charge you for is if I'm making an audio call to an actual phone. Okay, that is not the same as me making an audio call to someone's Skype app on their phone. Okay, that part is free. So that is really the main basis of Skype. You can see here on the left-hand side, I do have my contacts button here. At the top, I have Skype Home, where I'll find news that's come out from Skype. It also have suggestions like I can search my address book for contacts. Couple other buttons. Here at the top right, you see here, you can probably guess what this is. This is a number pad. So if I'm actually going to use it as a phone, okay, I can hit that and I'll have a dial pad right here where I can dial someone's phone number. Okay. At this point, that is really everything you need to know about Skype to get up and running. So what we'll do right now is, I told you this was going to be a short class. People who are here live, I'm going to start to unlock your microphones of those who want to use their microphones. If you want, you can also submit, of course, a text question. And we'll start to answer all of your questions. Those of you who are watching this as a pre-recorded video, hope you enjoyed it. Check out some of our other videos in our video library, and we'll see you soon.